Hi, this is Ruthie Bowles, and you're listening to an episode of the Defiant Business Podcast. We've begun season 2 yesterday with Jennifer McGinley's first interview segment, and now we're going to march right into the second episode of the season. Today, we're going to talk about where to get content ideas. So, for me, it feels like I often just pluck them right out of thin air, which is, an awesome ability to have. I keep a running list in Google Keep. I have Google products, I have a ton of Google stuff. And so I keep a running list in Google Keep, and that allows me to take down content ideas when I'm driving, when I'm taking a shower, when I'm cooking, and just before bed or any other time. The app lets me take video notes or to, voice to text and things like that. So first of all, when you're constantly thinking about content and ways that you can relate to your audience and help them relate to you and educate and entertain, these ideas are going to start coming to you. You're just going to be thinking about something and draw an interesting connection. So you want to have something on hand. Why? Because I promise you that you're not going to remember it, especially if the idea comes to you just before bed. You are not going to remember that idea in the morning. You're going to remember that you had an idea, and that's what's really going to get you. You're going to remember that you had a wonderful idea, and it's just going to mess with you for the rest of the day. So what about when it seems like you actually don't have any content ideas? Now, this is a rough one. You feel like you don't have any content ideas, but you need to put out some new content. Maybe you need to, do a nice LinkedIn post, or you need to put something up on Instagram. Maybe you need to create a podcast episode, an IGTV video, something. You need to do something. It's not always blogging, but you need something. So there are some go-to sources that I have. One of the first ones that I love to use is Google News, or any other interest-based like feed, right? Where you can kind of set up your interests and get feeds from newly published content or news related to industries or topics that you're interested in. I think that is key. It allows you to stay up to date on things that matter, and you can set those interests based off of what matter to your clients and prospective clients. And that's a really big deal. You want to make sure that you kind of keep your finger on the pulse of what's going on, right? So you seem informed and you seem educated on issues that matter to your clients. Twitter is a fantastic place to keep up with what's going on. Not just like your typical hashtags or the industry tags that maybe you already follow, but don't forget to take a look at those trending tags, because again, like it's kind of like the previous source with Google News. Those interest-based feeds are, they're trending for a reason. So you want to make sure that you keep up with those things. Quora. Quora is another place that I like to go get content ideas from, because those are people asking questions, and sometimes you can even get ideas from the answers, or maybe you answer a Quora question and you generate a lot of feedback and everything. So that could potentially be a great content idea, because not only did you answer the question, but if people respond to your response, then it shows even more interest. And the one thing you want to always double check is that people are interested in what it is that you have to say. And so one of those ways that we do that is through keyword research. That's part of where SEO comes in handy. Through keyword research, we can see that people are searching on particular things, but I'll get to that. LinkedIn is another great place. There is a column in LinkedIn when you log in and you're on your homepage. To the right, they've got like the top 10 trending source of issues and things. You can get really good ideas there, and it's a great way, like especially if you were going to do a LinkedIn post, maybe you should do a LinkedIn post about one of those topics. Don't forget to check your hashtags. You can follow hashtags in LinkedIn too. I know, what? But yes, just like Instagram, you can follow hashtags and kind of stay up to date, and which is incredibly valuable if your industry is more B2B. Google Search Console. So again, I touched on SEO very briefly just now, but Google Search Console will tell you queries that people use, and it'll tell you when you appear in those search results. That's called the impressions. And it'll tell you when people actually click on your result. That's the clicks, right? But You may want to look at the keyword phrases where you're getting impressions, where you're ranking and people actually look at you, at least they pass by your little search listing. You want to check to see what those phrases are. Maybe the phrase that some of the phrases you see there will tell you about gaps that are missing in your content on your site, or just of things that are of interest that you may be able to speak to in an intelligent manner. So Google Search Console is a fantastic place to look for those keywords. Answer the Public. AnswerThePublic.com is a great place. You can take a keyword or a key phrase, and what it does is it turns it into so many different questions. So not only is this great for coming up with content ideas, especially for smaller things like social media, but if you were doing a blog post and you're like, man, I feel like there are some other ways I could approach this topic, but I'm not really sure how, pop your phrase or your topic into Answer the Public, and that grumpy old man will turn your phrase into a lot of questions. You could take those questions and add them to your blog post or add them to your video, which would allow you to expand on the topic that you're covering. And let's not forget industry publications and journals. Anything new. And so you're like, journals, publications, what? So science journals, they're not just for science. So there are journals for marketing, there are journals for supply chain, there are journals for pretty much anything that anybody could conduct a study, experiment, or observation on. You could use that latest research and create content that helps connect the dots for your clients, right? So like I'm a marketing consultant, I'm a content marketing consultant, but if something comes out in one of the marketing journals and it's a little filled with jargon, or maybe it's like really heavy on the marketing, like data, my clients, may not find that very easy to digest. I could do so much, I could help so many people by taking that new research that's just come out of this marketing journal and turning it into a blog post where I kind of make it, like I said, more digestible for people interested in what it is that, that research would have to deal with. So don't forget to regularly check your industry journals and publications. Those, like I said, are very valuable, and they may even help inform your own strategy and your own approach to your clients. Not to mention that new research is always a great reason to reach out to past prospects or past clients as a way to, hey, I thought you'd be interested in this. I just wanted to check in with you and see how things are going. So don't forget, there's always more than one use for a new piece of content. Okay, that is the second episode of the Defiant Business Podcast, Season 2. You are going to love some of the topics that we're covering coming up. And don't forget, Jen's next segment is going to happen next week. So make sure you subscribe, leave a review wherever it is that you listened or watched this episode, and we'll see you next time.